It's March, and I think what I'm going to do is just going to have videos up all month, kind of sharing a little bit about why I needed a fresh start. It's going to be a lot of the same content, but a little bit different. So we have daylight savings time. We go spring ahead. We got St. Patrick's Day. We got the first day of spring. And then at the end of the month, we have Easter. Hard to believe it's a busy month, but I'm really looking forward to it. And this is a tradition. Every year for Christmas, I got my mom a calendar, and now my daughter has carried on that tradition. And this is the calendar, Pine Ridge. There's the website and everything. I know some of you had asked about it. And I didn't even realize that about the calendar until I pulled it out and kind of like went back and looked at everything. I love this calendar. It's absolutely beautiful. And then I'm like, oh, Dad's Little Helper. And I'm like, I didn't even notice that this was part of the calendar. And then I'm like, we've got mail? And there they are checking the mailbox. And I'm like, well, what is it for March? And it says, a sweet tradition. Everybody's tapping the trees. They're going to make maple syrup. And I'm like, what an amazing gift. Like, I just think this is such an amazing gift to give to somebody, because they change the calendar every month, and it's a way to think of somebody, but also slow down and enjoy, what the pictures and everything are. So I still have some blue from January. I want to bring back my yellow chair. We're going to start transitioning into spring and Easter. I have some of my Valentine decor up. It was really simple, but I loved it. This little bench is something I really like to decorate, and we have the blue pillows and the blankets and dog toys all over. Linus got groomed last week. He was freezing, so we had to get the sweaters out. Hubby popped out for a minute, so Hunter is patiently waiting. There's their blankets and pillows. And Saturdays is the day where I'm kind of establishing a whole new routine, because a lot of things have changed over the years, and I try and do my best to do a load of laundry every day. It doesn't happen. Sometimes I have more than a load a day, and Saturday is the day where I kind of get caught up. So I'm going to share that whole process with you. So I bring all of the laundry down. I also get all of the towels and anything else. But the one thing I have been procrastinating about is packing up my Valentine decor. So I have a red bin that I bought at Christmas time, and I'm just putting the pillows and the little things in here. Some of them are glass, some of them are just wooden, and I really want to kind of fit everything in here. And then I'm going to take the blanket, and then I'm just going to kind of put it in halfway, and then I'm going to put all of the glass stuff kind of in there, and then the pillows at the bottom will kind of cushion it too. So everything fits comfortably into this tote, but I will also have to put the little tiered tray on top. It was a little bit extra to kind of have the heart-shaped tiered tray, but I think it was less than $15. It was either 10 or 15, but I'm very happy with it. So that is the other thing I'm going to be working on a little bit more, is updating and kind of pulling from that. So I had a couple of pink candles. I'm not packing them away because I do want to burn them. And then I have been picking a few things up. So I picked up this green blanket. I love it. I've been looking for pillows and blankets to go on the couch, but I just haven't been able to find anything. And then I also found some tablecloths. Hunter got that one. Thank goodness he didn't rip it. And I thought this would be beautiful for spring and summer. It's really hard to find the round tablecloths. This blue one I got from Amazon. They didn't have it in green in the size, and I was really sad about it because I love the color, but I was able to find something. And this is my every kind of day decor that I put out. I got that at Winners, and then the little greenery I bought at the dollar store, Home Sweet Home. I really like it. And then also the gray pillows. So we're going to do a couple of little updates today, just a little bit gradually. And then this table runner, I bought it at Walmart. I have like a yellow gray one that I kind of put up, but I really like the neutralness of this to kind of have the pops of color. So this little bench we bought at Canadian Tire here in Canada. We use this actually for extra sitting too. Like somebody will usually sit on this whenever we have people over. And then I just like to kind of want to put something on here. I do have some tablecloths in here. This was my Pioneer Woman one. It was really the only tablecloth that I had and that I really, really liked. And now it's really nice to be able to, have different colored ones, but the Pioneer Woman is my go-to one. Like that one has my heart. Like I love it. So I just put the green blanket and then the little gray pillow back there. It's just simple. And then I'm just leaving this like that because I want to bring up some Easter decor, and I'm just cleaning up some things that ended up on the coffee table. And this is kind of our normal living room. It's nothing really fancy, but I like the neutralness of the couch. And then I'm trying to find some green blankets and pillows to kind of go along with it before we kind of get back into like my accent color of yellow, which will happen in April. So there's the bench. It's really simple. I need to organize those baskets a little bit better. There's a little bit of mishmash and everything. And same with my hutch. I really, really like it. All of my dishes and everything go in here, but I do want to change a few things up. And then what I do for my laundry is I got 4 baskets, one for myself, one for our son, one for my husband, and then that is the bathroom laundry. And then I just do laundry all day, and then I just put it all up here. I don't do this every Saturday. I just do it on the Saturdays when the laundry gets away from me. And my goal is to not have to do this every Saturday, but today is one of those Saturdays where I really need to do this. So we'll just keep working on the laundry as the day continues, and then everybody puts their own thing away as I get finished. The other thing I want to do too is just sit down and kind of think a little bit about what the meals are going to look like. I try and plan my meals for like 3 days at a time. Usually I do Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I find that kind of works for me, or, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Like I kind of do that on that rotation. So I'm just going to write down, what I think will be good for dinner. And then also some things that I kind of want to prep and do, if I can fit throughout the day. And this is more of just kind of a brain dump. It's not necessarily something that's going to be like planned. I think this is just a really great way for me to kind of write stuff down of what I want to get accomplished. And I think once I write it down, for me, it's out of my brain and I don't worry about it. And then I'll probably look at this again on Monday and then kind of regroup. And then, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, maybe Thursday, what our dinner's going to look like. So that's kind of how meal planning works for me. And then I kind of have an idea of what is going to be for lunch on Monday and then what's for dinner. And to be honest with all of you, it's already changed. So keep watching and I'll continue to share the journey with all of you. So Thursday, late afternoon, a very last minute thing came up and I was able to go into the city and I hit up Costco. So I'll share a few of the things that I picked up. I got these Martha Stewart towels. I've been wanting to get new kitchen towels. These were $20. I love the gray, but the white ones I want to use for whenever I make bread. I want to make my own hamburg buns, but I love these brioche ones from Costco because they are broken down into 4. We're a family of 3 and then you get one leftover. It's perfect portion. The Aussie Bites, I didn't really need these, but they freeze great, so I decided to pick them up. And then this week I want to work on some different recipes, do some stuff for my freezer, and this was a really great price. I think it was $5.69 for 18 tortillas, and you can't beat that price. So this is part of what I got at Costco, and then this is my fridge. Cottage cheese, sour cream, lots of eggs, produce. I'm trying to get away from all of those like individual snack stuff. I didn't buy any of that. And then I have sausages and chicken and grapes that I'm hoping to tackle today and possibly tomorrow. So it is lunchtime. I got home like right when it was like everybody was getting home. So we got pizza last night. So I'm taking out the produce that I want us to finish up. We have cucumbers, some dip, and strawberries. And then I'm also going to start to wash these grapes. So here's the little bit of food prep that I did. We finished off the cucumbers, the dip, and the strawberries. And then I cleaned all of the grapes. This goes in my Rubbermaid Freshworks container. I buy these at Walmart. I love them. I think they're different now. And these were my containers that I would use like to pack my son's lunch, but I don't have to pack him lunch anymore. So I do like kind of individual serving sizes of fruit. I'm going to keep one of the buns out, freeze the other 2 packages. And then I just broke down the Aussie Bites into 2 different bags. And then I wrote everything down in my freezer inventory. So I'm going to get all of this put away right now. I'm very happy with it. I think that's one of the things in the past I would do is I do a food prep kind of motivation. It would be great content, but I want to share more about doing little things throughout the day and not necessarily overwhelming myself. This is another thing that I purchased, goat cheese and caramelized onion. It just sounded delicious. And this is also another quick, easy dinner that I will be sharing in the future. And then I picked up raspberries. They weren't Driscoll, but these ones looked really good. So I decided to pick these up too. So a little bit of what I purchased at Costco. We are making progress on the laundry, but it's that time of the day where I'm taking a couple of hours. It's family time doing stuff. And now I'm back in the kitchen and I am making these sausage and peaches for dinner. This is something my mom made. I'll link pretty much a similar recipe down below. We serve it over rice, but the one that I found, a lot of people say they use it for appetizers. I had a jar of chili sauce and a can of peaches in my pantry, and I thought I had another can of peaches. I actually wanted to make a freezer meal. And then I took out some chili the other night and made chili macaroni. So our son's going to eat that because he doesn't like this recipe. And this is the large tray of sausages that I purchased at Costco. And I also had another ambitious thing that I thought I was going to get done today, but I want to measure out 1 pound of sausages for dinner tonight. So I'm going to do that. And then I really thought that I was going to make individual, sausage and buttermilk waffles and all of that, but that didn't happen. I also don't have room in the freezer for it. So I got my little kitchen scale out. This is 1 pound of sausages. So I'm going to fry this up. You fry them up and brown them before you bake it. So the other thing I'm going to do is I broke these down into packages of 9. So there's 3 of us in the family, so we usually eat 3 each. So 9 sausages. This will be like a Brinner, breakfast for dinner. That's kind of one of my go-to quick, easy dinners. And then also if I make pancakes or waffles for dinner, the sausages go with it. So I'm just getting all of the air out. And then I know exactly what these are, but I'm going to add them to my freezer inventory. And then this is part of just sharing with you about how I'm trying to build things up again as we lost our deep freeze, as I'm trying to do things, knowing when I need things, but I don't want to overbuy anything. And then I'm just updating my inventory. These went into my kitchen freezer. And now I am making the sweet and sour sausages. I think the recipe calls for 3/4 of a cup of sugar, and I only put like less than half a cup of sugar. And it definitely, I thought it was going to be sweet enough, but I don't think there's a lot of sweetness in the chili sauce. I actually found they were like, it was almost like a little bit more sour than like sweet. Just so you know, I think that's one of the things, like I'm trying to use less sugar, but there's also times where it is needed. So 1 cup of chili sauce, a half a cup of ketchup, and then curry powder. I love putting curry powder in this. I also use curry powder for my butternut squash soup, and then onion flakes. My mom always stuck to a recipe, and this was the one thing, like this was the only time she used onion flakes for, and I picked them up at Costco, and they're actually a really great addition to your kitchen if you're making something and you just don't have time to kind of chop up the onions. You can quickly add in these dehydrated onion flakes. So I drained the peaches, cut them up with the scissors, cut up the sausages too, and then I'm just going to mix this all together. I have my rice cooker out. I have our son's dinner. I just have to heat that up in a skillet. And then I'm just going to kind of clean a little bit of this stuff up and then get back into the laundry. It's kind of like, this is like my power hour, trying to get as much done as I can, because it was a great afternoon, but now I need to get back to business. So we're doing really good. All of the towels and everything are gone. So my husband, he took them up, he put them all away, and this is kind of our new routine. So I'm using my rice maker. I like it and I don't like it. I like the convenience, but I prefer rice on the stovetop. And then I wanted a vegetable. I went to my pantry. I just got a can of peas. So this is the dinner. It ain't fancy. This is a comfort meal. This is something my mom would make. We always had meat, potatoes, and a vegetable every night. So it was always nice when we had something different. And this is one of those meals where it just makes me think of so many things in the past, and it's happy memories and all of that. Some of the apple crisp with ice cream that I made the other day, and then I packed up our leftovers. So there's a couple of lunches, and I wanted to make one of just the peaches to have in the freezer, but it didn't happen, and that's okay. I also changed out the tablecloth. This is a bigger tablecloth than my other one. This is a little bit longer than what I wanted. We're still putting our duck lights on. My husband loves it because we can see like out in the back. All of the laundry is done, so everybody's going to get this all put away. So this was like a really great productive day. Usually on Saturdays, I want to get a lot of stuff done and I overwhelm myself. I just did what I needed to get done. The sausages was kind of my priority. And then the laundry. Those were the 2 things. And I think I was able to share it with you. So I really hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, there will be a lot more of these types of videos throughout the month of March. So I hope that you enjoy and have a great day.